Hello, welcome back to another video. Man, what a week it's been. BDO is really popping off recently. This might be a bit off topic, a bit more of my take on the recent changes of BDO and whatnot, what's going on in the game, but that's kind of part of my weekly updates at this point, I feel like. What I want to say is just like, we're playing primetime BDO at this point. I know all of the people, you always talk about the good old days at Pirates, at Sourcens, and yeah, they were brilliant times, I loved them as well. But the content we're currently getting for BDO on a weekly basis is just mind-boggling to me. I guess what I'm kind of trying to say is it's really nice to see the love the game is getting recently, because BDO is already in a prime state. It's like I said, right, I've always been, ever since I started playing BDO in 2016, on and off, you know. I come back for a week and then I quit. But now I've been back since March. I know I've said this before, but it's just nice to see with all the content that's now being pushed. Like, BDO was already good when I came back in March, but now it's just popping off. Like, I don't have any proper words to say how I feel about this, but it's just nice to see that the game is really getting the love it deserves. Don't get me wrong though, there are tons of things to improve on the game, like, you know, optimization and all of those things, and hopefully in the long term we'll get that. But kind of to get back onto the topic that I was talking about, all the new content and whatnot, I want to quickly talk about, as you see, I'm grinding Formwood deck gear here. Absolutely love the concept of deck gear. Now, mind you, I am maybe a bit biased because I'm not a very big fan of LVA grind spots. I did do quite a bit of Hex, but that wasn't really because I enjoyed the spot. It's more so because it was really good for money at a time. But yeah, like I said, I really wasn't ever a big fan of the Elvia stuff. I just did it because, like I said, Hex was very profitable at a time. You were making like north of $1 billion, right? What I love about Dekia is obviously the part of standing still when you're grinding, more or less still at least, is really nice. Which is also, it leads me back to another point. You know, I'm very fond of Gyfin, and I think there's a similarity between Gyfin and Dekia spots. There's minimal movement, and that's probably why I like it. So yeah, I'm really happy about the Dekia's Lantern stuff we're getting, and I can't wait to see what else is going to be introduced with it. I do, however, also want to mention, not that I'm complaining, don't get me wrong, but we do need to look at all of these PvP changes that are coming into the game, with the declarations of wars between guilds, the new family karma system, and all of these things. I just hope that Pearl Abyss are very careful so that we don't change the ground concept of BDO and why many people play this game, I hope. Sure, there are lots of PvEers, you do your thing, but a lot of people started playing BDO for the sake of open world PvP and whatnot, and what I'm trying to say is, please don't stray too far away from that. Let's try and stay on track a bit at least. I think there's probably a reality in BDO where PvEers, PvPers, and PvXers can coexist in peace, you know? They just have to do it the right way. But yeah, what have I been up to this week? Sorry about my rant, but I like sharing my thoughts in this weekly series. It's just, these YouTube videos are a nice vessel for me to share my opinions alongside my progress, which is the main concept of this series, right? I just like dabbling in with what I think is going on, what my thoughts are about it, and whatnot. Hopefully it's not too boring. I didn't only try the Thornwood deck here, I also actually gave Turos a chance, and to be honest, really like the spot as well. Very good design, and it's something I could see myself grinding quite a bit. On the silver side of things, it is a bit lower than Thornwood. However, for a duo spot, being able to play with your friend, it's really well designed and it's actually quite fun. Not to mention, the silver isn't bad by any means. I was averaging a belt per hour, whereas my friend got 4, I think. We did 2 hours in total. But yeah, even with just 1 belt an hour, it's roughly like 800 mil an hour, which is not bad. Like, sure, it isn't 1 billion that many people are probably looking for. Like, most people want to make 1 bill north an hour, right? But in terms of, you know, being able to play with a friend and just relaxing at a chill spot, yeah, I could definitely see myself grinding this quite a bit. So if you haven't tried it, I do recommend you do so. However, when you do grind both Thornwood and Turos, I highly recommend that you play with stun resistance and KD resistance capped. That said, if you can perma maintain super armors, I guess you're fine, but regardless, I would still play with the resistances just so you don't have to deal with the problem of being CC'd and then you die, yada yada yada. I think you get the point. Alright, I am done ranting, but like I said, this kind of is my vessel to share my thoughts and ideas about BDO in its current state post you know, the series being focused on me gearing up and, you know, the series of reaching 730 gear score. But yeah, coming back to the gearing and progressing through the game recently, it feels like I'm flying through the content at this point. I don't know, something has just hit in me that I'm just like, I really, really, really want to push hard for my goal, right? Maybe it's because I'm closing in on the goal of the series or whatever, right? But to be fair with you, what I think is the reason is I'm just so happy with the state of BDO. But yeah, I've also kind of reached my senses in terms of upgrading and whatnot, looking at prices of this and that, and I haven't been tapping as much recently. Well, I did tap the Pen Black Star Awakening, right? But as you see here, I did get my pre-order on a Pen Narc, which now puts us at, if I use a Kaposha with it, I'm actually 721 gear score. So yeah, we have indeed breached 720. Feels really good. Now we need to get a second narc, but also we need to get our armors to try. And I think I'm gonna settle for one now for now and now work on the armors, because realistically I kind of want to keep my AP where it is at for PvE. So I don't really want to swap my Dister right now, because I'm not even AP capped at the new spots that has an AP cap of 1k. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get tri-armors now, and then I'll get the second narc after we're done with that. But yeah, it feels amazing. We've reached 720. Like I said earlier, it really feels like we are flying through the gearing right now. And I am a bit sorry, like I feel a bit guilty as if I should have, you know, more content where I'm tapping pen accessory attempts and whatnot. But the truth of the matter is, where I am right now, it kind of isn't the focus. I just want to really smash out these tri-armors, get my second Pen Narc, and when I'm done with that, we're literally just going to go for the Pendebereka necklace and the belt. And when we're going to be on the part of where I'm going for the Pendebereka necklace and the Pendebereka belt, maybe I'll do what I used to do. I know I've talked about it earlier. I used to tap accessories to 10, then I would sell that for profit, and then buy like Caphras or whatever upgrade I was going for, right? But in this sense, it will be maybe I start tapping, you know, crescents or whatever pen accessory, right? Tap them, and once they go, I get a chunk of money, and then I could do a couple of debo clicks. Or maybe I just stack silver. I really don't know how I'm going to go about doing it, but I do feel, like I said, I kind of feel a bit guilty that I'm not providing a lot of dopamine hits through enhancing, I guess. But yeah, to round off the video, this is what the gear currently looks like. We also have about 20 bill liquid lying around in pre-orders and a bit here and there. Feeling good about the progress, but now we start working on the tri-armors, and yeah, that's going to be that. I know today's video was a lot of talking and sharing my thoughts and whatnot, but it's like I said, it's kind of my vessel to share my experience as much as I'm sharing, you know, this gearing series. Anyway, not going to rant anymore. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.